Wow!
Grilling in true Hadzabe tribe style, a journey into survival and tradition. Deep in the wilds of northern Tanzania lives the Hadzabe tribe, one of the last true hunter-gatherer communities on Earth. For centuries, they have lived almost unchanged by time, hunting with bows and arrows, gathering wild fruits and honey, and cooking meals in ways that connect them directly to the land. Today, we join the Hadzabe in one of their oldest traditions, grilling over fire made without modern tools. There are no stoves, no pots, no seasonings. Instead, the tribe uses dry wood collected from the bush, stones, and their bare hands to spark a flame. Once the fire roars, the hunt becomes a feast. The Hadzabe men set out into the wild, tracking game with sharpened arrows and unmatched skill. Sometimes it's a baboon, a warthog, or even small antelopes, whatever nature provides. The women gather roots, berries, and honey, often with children by their side. Together, these roles form the foundation of survival. When the meat is placed on the open fire, the entire tribe gathers. Smoke rises into the sky as laughter, stories, and the sound of children playing fill the air. Every bite is shared, because for the Hadzabe, food is not individual, it is community. This is more than just cooking. Each meal is a ritual of life, proof of resilience, teamwork, and harmony with nature. The Hadzabe don't eat for taste or luxury, but for strength, connection, and respect for the land that sustains them. In this way, survival becomes a celebration. What looks to outsiders like a simple grilled meal is, for the Hadzabe, a powerful act of keeping their culture alive. To sit with them by the fire is to witness something timeless, a way of life that has lasted thousands of years, long before cities, machines, or electricity. And today it continues, strong, raw, and beautiful. A day of food with the Hadzabe tribe. The Hadzabe, also known as the Hadza, live around Lake Eyasi in northern Tanzania. They are one of the last true hunter-gatherer peoples on Earth, and their rhythm of life is guided not by clocks, but by the cycles of the sun, the movements of animals, and the ripening of fruits. For the Hadza, food time is not fixed. It is a flowing part of their existence, deeply connected to the land. Morning, the start of the hunt. As the first light of dawn breaks over the savannah, the camp begins to stir. Men prepare their bows, carefully stringing them and checking the tips of their arrows. Some arrows are tipped with poison made from the sap of the desert rose plant, strong enough to bring down an antelope. Others are left sharp but clean, meant for birds or smaller animals. The hunters set off, moving silently across the grasslands. They read footprints in the dust, listen for the alarm calls of birds, and follow the movements of the wind. At the same time, women gather with digging sticks, baskets, and children in tow. They head to places where they know tubers grow beneath the soil. With practiced skill, they dig up roots rich in starch and water, important food in the dry season. Children learn by watching, digging with small sticks, and tasting berries or honey when offered. Food gathering is education, survival, and play all at once. Midday, food appears. Food is shared by midday. The sun is high, and the groups begin to return to camp. If the hunters are successful, they may bring back a gazelle, a warthog, or sometimes smaller animals like birds or hyrax. The women bring back tubers, berries, or baobab fruits, huge pods filled with chalky, vitamin-rich pulp. There is no fixed lunchtime. Instead, as food arrives, a fire is lit. Meat is roasted over open flames. Tubers are cooked in hot ashes, and baobab fruit is cracked open so the pulp can be eaten fresh or mixed with water to make a tangy drink. Honey hunters, often young men who climb dangerous heights with only smoke to calm the bees, sometimes return with combs dripping with wild honey, considered a delicacy. Sharing is essential. The hunter does not keep his kill to himself. It is divided among the camp. Everyone eats together, ensuring no one is left hungry. For the Hadzabe, food is not individual, it belongs to the group. Afternoon, rest and more, gathering. After eating, many people rest under the shade of trees. The heat of the day slows movement, but small groups may go out again to gather more. Children snack freely on berries found nearby. There is no strict schedule. If one is hungry, one can eat as food is available. Sometimes men go on long hunts that stretch into late afternoon. They may track larger game for hours, carrying only water and their bows. Success is never guaranteed. On unlucky days, the group may return empty-handed, but tubers and fruits keep everyone nourished. Evening, the fire and the feast. As the sun sinks low, the Hadzabe gather once more around the fire. This is when the camp feels most alive. Meat is roasted and laughter and chatter fill the air. Children play while elders tell stories, legends about the first people, about the animals, about lessons learned from ancestors. Food time here is not just about eating, it is about connection. The act of sharing meat or passing around honey binds the group together. Songs and dances sometimes follow, with rhythmic clapping and chanting under the starlit sky. Seasons of food. The Hadzabe diet shifts with the year. Rainy season, wild berries are abundant, and honey is easier to find. Dry season, tubers become essential, and hunting provides most protein. Year-round, baobab fruit offers calcium, vitamin C, and energy. Unlike farmers or herders, the Hadzabe do not store food. They eat what they find. If a day passes with little success, they simply try again the next. Their bodies and culture are adapted to this rhythm of feast and scarcity. The meaning of food, time for the Hadzabe. Food time is not measured in hours, but in opportunities. It is guided by the land, the season, and the strength of the community. Each meal is a small celebration of survival, of nature's generosity, and of human connection. While much of the modern world eats by the clock, breakfast at 8, lunch at 12, dinner at 7, the Hadzabe eat when food is present. To them, food time is freedom, the freedom to live directly from the land, to trust in the balance of nature, and to share life together under the wide African sky.
The night fire was born. An extended sleeping story for dreamers, wanderers, and flame keepers. Before time wore numbers. Before the sky had names. Before hearts beat to the rhythm of clocks and calendars. There was only the wild. It was not quiet, but it was still. It was not tame, but it was whole. The world was wrapped in green and gold, in soil and silence, in stars and scent. It stretched endlessly in every direction, with no border, no signs, no fences, just freedom. Animals ruled the plains, the forests, and the mountains. Their paws marked the trails. Their eyes shaped the night. The rivers ran clean and fast, the wind whispered through untouched trees, and the sun. The sun came and went like a great, breathing drumbeat across the sky. And in that world, new and blinking, came us. Humans. Not yet mighty. Not yet builders or bakers or dreamers of cities. Just curious. Just walking. Just listening. They moved barefoot across the earth, feeling every grain of sand, every blade of grass, every stone. Their hands were tools. Their ears were maps. Their eyes were stories in the making. And at the end of each day, when the sun dipped below the hills and the great curtain of night unfolded, they stopped. They gathered. And they waited. The darkness came quickly in those ancient days. A thick, velvet hush that wrapped around their small, tired bodies. The temperature dropped, the ground grew cold. Their voices fell quiet. They held each other close, not out of love alone, but out of need. They had no houses. No fire. No way to hold back the dark. The night belonged to the beasts. To the shadows. To the unknown. And every night, as they stared into the deep sky above, they must have wondered, will we see the light again? But then, something changed. Something small. Something eternal. It happened somewhere near the cradle of the world. What we now call Africa. Where the soil is red and rich, and the stars stretch wide above the plains. There, one night, beneath the pale watch of the moon, a hand reached for a stone. Maybe it was boredom. Maybe it was accident. Or maybe, just maybe, it was destiny knocking softly. The stone struck another. Once. Then again. And again. A spark. Tiny. Bright. Gone in a breath. But not gone for good. It kissed a curl of dry grass. And in the stillness, a flicker rose. A flame, small, orange, almost shy. It danced like a newborn spirit, uncertain of the world. The people stared. First in silence. Then in awe. Then, in reverence. The fire whispered warmth against their skin. It lit up their faces, turned their shadows into dancers. It chased the cold from their bones, the fear from their eyes. And the beasts. The beasts in the dark took a step back. Then another. Then vanished into the trees. For the first time, humans were not prey. They were not just surviving. They were becoming. The fire did not roar. It crackled. It did not command. It invited. And around it, everything changed.
Wow!